Oh, yeah, we're here. What's up?
So, as promised, we're finally doing our Q&A. I asked on, when was this? August 16th.
Oh my gosh, this has been since the 16th and you're just making the video now?
August 16th. Today is the 10th. So obviously this is like a huge time jump because I'm really behind on vlogs right now. I might be a little bit more tan because this is after my Mexico trip, which you guys will see those vlogs. You guys will see those vlogs really soon. I'm catching up and I will be on a daily schedule before Vlogmas. So let's get into the Q&A. Woo! There are 124 comments on my Instagram post that I asked you guys to ask us questions. So
wow, that's a lot.
That's a lot, but not all of them are questions, I don't think.
Well, either way, thank you guys for being interested in our relationship. We've been experiencing such overwhelming support since we did that Jubilee video. Thank you for just showing us that I guess, I don't know.
People believe in us.
All right, now we are gonna be doing this Q&A so that way we can return to you guys.
Yeah, get to know us a little bit better and we can clear some things up about our Jubilee Films thing.
Oh yeah, oh my gosh. I don't know if you guys have been reading the comments on the Jubilee film video on like the Facebook ones has been spread, but a lot of people have been like putting out rumors that we're not together anymore, which we are.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, people have been saying that like I broke up with you and got with like some Asian chick. But anyways, we are happily together and we have been in a relationship. For those of you guys who are watching this is probably on your vlog.
Yeah, this is my
vlog.
vlog.
You guys know that we have been together for the last 6 years, not 7 years.
Almost 7 though.
Not for another couple of months, babe.
A few months and 7 years, but we don't exactly have an anniversary date.
Yeah, but it's 6 months until it becomes 7 years. So that's,
really?
Yeah, that's why a lot of people were confused. They were like, well, how do they have been together for that long? And we've only been together for 6.5 years.
Sorry.
Just to clarify that. you said almost 7 years when it was literally 6 months.
Okay, sorry.
We are still together.
Yes, we're still together. And I do my dishes. And
she does her dishes. I'm sorry that I said that.
Okay,
let's get started. All right.
A lot of these we can't answer.
Aerosaurus asked us, I know you guys love to travel. If you could go anywhere you want for your honeymoon, where would it be? First of all, we aren't married, just to put that out there. But if we were to go on a honeymoon, where would it be? Not somewhere tropical, right?
Probably not somewhere tropical, like.
Yeah, because we do a lot of travel to tropical places. I feel like
you're from a tropical place.
I'm from a tropical place. It's just kind of like outplayed for us personally.
Yeah.
I don't know. Where would you want to go?
I've never really thought about it.
I didn't think about it either. I love traveling.
Sorry, this is a really bad start to this. You don't know.
Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go out there and say it. I would love to go to Alaska.
Yeah,
for our honeymoon, I would love to do like a cruise. We could go visit
your tribe in Alaska.
Yeah, so that's what I would like to do.
That'd be cool. Who's the best cooker between you two?
Oh, that's easy. It's me. I cook most of the time for dinner.
Okay, that's not necessarily true either, but...
What? I do cook most of the time.
Well, when you're here you cook, but I cook the rest of the week. We don't live together.
We don't live together.
So I cook.
Whenever I'm here, I cook, but whenever
usually when you're here, you cook. But I made Chinese chicken salad the other day.
So the answer to that question then would be...
You are the better cooker. Oh. You're better at cooking. I was about to go halvesies and be like, I don't think. No, I'm not that. I'm terrible at cooking.
Dope. Okay, I'll take it.
He's better at it.
So next question is from Cassie3303. And she asked, this is more personal, so I get if you won't answer, but how has Peter been a father role with your daughter? That is a personal question, and you know what? We will answer that.
Yeah.
Because we're not afraid, right?
Not afraid.
Why would we be afraid? Let's see.
We're not afraid of the judgment.
We've been together for 6+ years, and I've been in Kylie's life since she was one. Yeah, so even now, like, I don't think I fill the roles of a father because obviously I'm not here 24/7. I don't know. Like I take her to school, I feed her,
I hang
out with her, but I think it's a different situation because we aren't married. She doesn't call me dad. She understands that too.
Well, and the reason that she doesn't call you dad is also because she hears me calling you Peter.
Yeah.
So she always calls you Peter because I call you Peter. And so, you know, when a kid is growing up, you have to say like, come to daddy, or like, you know, it's like, since we like had just gotten together really, and
it's just kind of been,
has kind of been her calling him Peter.
I think she understands that I am here for the long run, but she also knows that I am your boyfriend / partner as opposed to your...
Yeah, she knows we're like not married yet, but yeah.
But besides that, I hope that answers that question.
Yeah, I think that you really do fill in like a lot of the father roles, and you have done a great job.
Well, thank you.
From It's Daniel Extra. Obviously, I gotta ask, how was it for Kylie, Peter, and you to live in Auckland? How can you compare it to LA?
It's so different.
It's really different, but at the same time, it's pretty similar. Because we lived in the city, it was like kind of living in a suburb of LA, I think.
If we could get the same amount of, if we could get the same place that we had in New Zealand, in LA, like that living situation was perfect, except my big problem with Auckland as opposed to LA is that Auckland doesn't have all of our friends.
Yeah.
Like if we could have a house right next to the city, walking distance to the city, walking distance to the beach, and walking distance from the suburbs, my God, I would love to live there. And that's what Auckland life is for us.
But Los Angeles is so big, so you're never going to find something like that.
Yeah.
You could live in downtown and be able to walk to like the grocery store and walk to, you know,
everywhere
in like restaurants and stuff. Yeah, Santa Monica as well. But it's like that's the little section. So that's kind of how big Auckland City is. It would be like just Santa Monica.
Yeah.
So it was really, really nice, and I really liked having all the nature like so easily accessible. And Kylie loved it.
Kylie loved it.
She loved it because we could go to the beach every day. We could walk to the beach. So.
And it was also great for us because Auckland felt a lot safer than some parts of LA that we
really
live in or have been to. And so for us to live in Auckland with Kylie, it was really nice because Kylie would sometimes just play outside and we didn't ever have to worry.
This is a good one. Can you show your first posts with each other on Instagram? Do you have your phone?
What? Oh my gosh. Yeah.
That would take a really long time to scroll through.
Yeah, that's hard.
Do you remember your first post?
I do. I think it's you and me. You were the one who got me into Instagram.
I got you into
You got me into Instagram. Because originally...
I remember my first Instagram post. It's me and you, like backstage at the American Music Awards.
That's your first Instagram post?
And that's when I was working at the American Music Awards. And I got you your Instagram.
Yeah, and she made me get an Instagram, and I think my first post was her. Because I remember you saying, well, I want your first post to be me. And I was like, okay, sure.
That's how long we've been together.
We've been together before Instagram even started.
Instagram.
Natalia Tonati asked us, how do you keep up your relationship with the distance? And let's see, distance, it's not far for us. I live maybe
when
like
you're
20
working,
minutes.
maybe she's saying.
Oh, I see.
Like when you have to go to work.
We're kind of adjusted to that because we actually started off our relationship as a long distance relationship.
Kinda, yeah.
Because I was 2 hours away from her when we first started dating.
I know that if anything were to happen, like I couldn't get to you. So I think it's more like scary in that part, but it's not really like affected our relationship really.
No, I'd say
crack all your knuckles.
Sorry. I want to answer that one. Do you want to answer that one or no?
Oh, I didn't see that one.
The Danila's Ba asked us, who are your celebrity crushes? Who is your celebrity crush, babe?
I don't really have one.
Yeah, you do.
Who?
I don't know.
He's like old and fat now.
What? Who?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
No, he's still cute.
No.
I'd say he's still cute.
You know what? If Leonardo DiCaprio could just be put in a time capsule and go back to
young Leo DiCaprio.
Yeah, that I think, and I think we share one.
What?
River Phoenix.
Oh yeah, River Phoenix. You know my other celebrity crush.
Jungkook.
Well, yes.
We share that one too.
We share that one as well.
Jungkook from BTS and V, not
Jungkook.
V and Jungkook.
All right.
Who was your? You were gonna say somebody else.
Oh, Kate Beckinsale. You know that.
Oh, Kate Beckinsale.
So Natalia Tonati asked us again, what is the favorite thing that we both like to do? We watch anime together. Well, any type of TV series shows, really.
Yeah, we're watching Dad of Light right now.
It's really good.
It's really cute, and I'm really liking it.
And watching My Hero Academia. Okay, so Champagne Papu asked us, what do you miss most about New Zealand? That's a good question.
I miss the scenery, really.
I miss the fact that everything was walking distance. I could walk to the store, walk to the gym, walk to the beach. Oh,
I do miss our lifestyle there.
I do too. Our lifestyle was really, really nice.
Yeah.
Okay, Don't Kier asked us, what is the most embarrassing moment in your life?
I know, for me, being embarrassed with you. They didn't put this in the Jubilee films because I talked about it.
Oh, when I did the backflip thing. So that was like, I think, super embarrassing for both of us. I did a gainer off of a stage on live television for Let's Make a Deal.
Let's Make a Deal, yeah.
And I crashed terribly.
Yeah,
like,
he fell flat on his back. He like ran to do a gainer and then he went whoop.
Yeah, I went up and then I didn't realize it was a raised platform from me to the stage. So I did a gainer off of like 2 stairs and I didn't realize until I was halfway in the air and I bailed, landed, and that was pretty embarrassing. Moving on. What is the one movie that you can rewatch over and over again? Asked Christy206.
Moulin Rouge.
Oh, that's a good one. That is a good one. Big Fish for me. Beautiful Mind. Gladiator is amazing.
I've never seen that one.
What? You've never seen Gladiator?
No.
I love it. We'll watch it later. So, long distance relationship. Why do people always, do people think that we're in a long distance
This
relationship?
was when you were in Indonesia, I think.
Was it? Lauren Call asked us, how long did it take for y'all to realize y'all loved each other? I fall pretty quick. Well, actually, that's not true. I don't fall for it super quick, but with you, I kind of did. I met her, and I remember the first time we hung out, and I was like, whoa. So for me, I'd say it's really quick.
For me, having Kylie, I was very cautious in the beginning, so I didn't let myself get too caught up.
Long story short, she didn't love me until like a year later, so
That's
thanks
not
for
true.
that. But you know what, to be honest, I actually appreciate that because that means you have a screening process, which I eventually passed. So, no, you know what I mean? It's kind of a good thing.
I really liked you right at the beginning. I really did, but I think I was cautious.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You have a
I had
daughter.
to be. I
You
had
have
to be.
Yeah, fair enough. I was not as cautious and I fell in love pretty quickly. Naked Spam, or Naked or Naked Spam.
Naked Spam.
Asked, how did Kylie and Peter meet and what were they both like upon first impression? I guess this is more of a question for me, I guess.
Yeah. I have to sneeze.
God bless you. Oh no, are you serious?
That's so annoying.
I'm so sorry. When I first met Kylie, I knew Kylie already because I stalked Bethany's blog shamelessly before we met. But when we met, it was I don't know. I met a baby.
She was one.
She was one. I actually helped you change her diaper, didn't I?
Not that first day.
Not that first day, no.
Yeah, right. I would not make you do that.
No.
Yeah, maybe I would have. Maybe
No,
I did.
I don't think you did.
I'm like, you're gonna
No.
change her diaper if you're not be here.
No, but it was fine. I mean, I didn't really think about it all that crazy.
Yeah, it wasn't like
No, I wasn't like.
she was meeting the person that I knew I was going to be with.
No, like I didn't know that I was gonna be in Kylie's life for that long. I didn't even know that I was gonna be with Bethany. I just
Yeah,
liking
when we
Bethany.
met, it was the first time meeting, and
Yeah.
you met Kylie that day because we had only intentions to be friends.
That's it. Yep. Ms. Bar 39 asked, do you encounter any differences in terms of culture in relationship? Yes.
Yeah.
Heavily, pretty heavily. And I didn't realize how heavily culture actually depended in a relationship because everyone always says like, you know, dating, you gotta be colorblind. It doesn't matter what ethnicity you are. It doesn't matter what race you are. The truth is, actually it does matter. And
Well,
I'm not saying that
it doesn't matter
sense.
what race you are, but it does matter what culture you identify with.
Yes, I get that's more correct than what I was saying. But my point is like, because I am Asian and she is white, it actually does make a difference. It's not that I'm just like, oh yeah, no, I'll date a white girl, I'll date an Asian girl, it's all the same. No, like culture creates a person. And we didn't realize how much cultural differences we had until we got into a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And that factors into parenting styles, that factors into even the way that we would talk about our problems. Because as an Asian person, for me, usually we don't talk about problems. Like, well, me personally, in my family, I'm not saying that with all Asians, but in my family, we usually didn't talk about our problems that much, and we didn't voice it that much. Whereas I feel like in an American family, more so is voiced, but also very differently than the way Asian people would do it. So I think that's one of the things that we had run into at first.
Mm-hmm.
It does go to show that if you do have a difference in culture with someone and you feel like you can't get along with them, if you have communication, regardless if it's just a relationship, a friendship, or even an acquaintance, you can overcome differences by just communicating. All right, next question. So Shakina asked us, do we have any nicknames for each other? I do. I call you Bubba sometimes. She hates it. I call her Bubba or Babs.
You don't call, like,
I do.
Every once in a while you'll say, hey, okay, Bubba. I'm like,
Bubba.
What are you saying to me?
And I call her Babs sometimes for babushka. I don't know why I call her babushka.
What are your favorite flowers?
Oh, what is your favorite flower? A daisy? Yeah, a daisy.
I'd say a daisy.
What is my favorite flower? Oh, duh. Orange blossom.
Orange blossom.
Orange blossom or citrus blossom. I guess it's not specific to oranges. I just love how they smell.
XX Flying Penguin 13 XX asks, what made both of you want to start YouTube?
You could go first.
Well, I started this channel because I needed sort of a creative outlet to do something every single day, and I also was going through a lot, like when I first started, that I needed to take my mind off of what was happening by just diving into something that I could do every single day. And I posted those videos because I wanted to be held accountable by people who were watching to make sure I am continuing to do it. So people always ask me if I'm doing it for myself, why do I post it online? And the answer is just because I want people to keep me accountable. So if there's these people who are watching, I will be more likely to keep going and keep posting. So that's why I did it. Yeah, and even though in the beginning, for the past year, in almost 2 years, in October it'll be 2 years.
What?
I really have not had that many people watching, but I was still okay with that because it was like,
you know,
people
to be
who
honest,
just cared about my whole family.
That's actually why I respect you so much as a person. The fact that you continue to do these videos, and these videos are hard work. I just want you guys to know that like daily videos are not easy. I could never do something like that. But you continue on, and you have a positive mindset, and you still continue to upload. And now look at where you are. But for me personally, I started my YouTube because I wanted to, well, one, I originally started it because I wanted to make content for Asian Americans in the media, and that's why I actually started with short films, because I wanted to create more acting opportunity for me and my friends.
Alright, I have no idea what question we were on.
We were on how did we start YouTube, because I remember saying something halfway.
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, long story short, I started YouTube because I wanted to make videos. I wanted to make an outlet for my creative thoughts, I guess, and I also like making people laugh. And I know our videos aren't exactly, well, my Apartment 210 videos aren't exactly like viral or anything, but as long as I can make at least 20 people laugh, I'm cool with it.
They cut my pet peeve out of the video of Peter.
I'm glad you did.
I talked about stupid Peter.
Oh yeah.
Your reverse sarcasm.
Yeah. It's a defense mechanism I have for sarcasm. Sarcasm, I feel that weird.
If I'm sarcastic to him, he will...
I play stupid. I play stupid and I buy into it. So.
Yeah, so he acts as if my sarcasm is the truth. And so I'll say...
You want to demonstrate stupid Peter?
It took me like 5 years to complete that.
It took you 5 years? That's a long time.
Yeah, so that.
That's stupid Peter in a sense. Oh, here's a good one. Brendan Huyn asked us, what are some good pointers for a successful first date? We don't know. We are by no means a relationship expert, and we are by no means a dating expert.
Yeah.
I would say, for my own personal thing,
have no expectations.
Have no expectations.
I think that's kind of the downfall of a lot of relationships, is having expectations of that person.
And also, like, expectations on a first date. Like, people, I don't know. I don't know, honestly. We haven't been in the dating game for the past 6.5 years, so I think that's probably the worst thing to ask us. Because we would just butcher a first date at this point.
Chubby Cheeks 122 asks, any advice for those at the earlier stage of relationship to make it fun and interesting, but also long-lasting?
Fun and interesting. If you find the person you're with fun and interesting, the whole thing will be fun and interesting.
And also don't spend all your time together.
Yes. I think that's like one of the main...
Yeah.
That's the main pitfalls anyways, in my opinion, of a relationship is when you are so codependent with each other that you have to spend every waking moment together. You expose yourself to being bored of each other. You start to argue more because you spend more time to argue. I feel like with us, we've been together for so long, we've learned how to get through any problems. Like we've been together for so long that we know.
I feel like after the 5-year hump, we know exactly what to do in any
how to communicate.
How to communicate. I mean,
that's also the thing. Good communication.
Good communication. Yeah. And keeping it fun. If you don't see each other all the time, it'll be more fun when you're together.
It'll be more interesting.
And just, doing things like going out for a picnic and just doing like little small fun things. They don't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be like extravagant in any way. It just like you just watch a movie at home together, or
and don't blow everything on your first couple of months. Like I feel like most people nowadays harass so much on their first couple of months. They in the hookup culture that LA is, everyone starts hooking up right away. Everyone starts doing everything right away. It's leave some things for later on in their relationship. Don't take someone all the way to Mexico on your second date out, or like honestly, we did that. Did we do that? No, we didn't do that.
You took me to Mexico for my birthday, my 21st birthday.
Yeah, that's 3 years after we started dating. But I mean, like, don't blow everything right away. I know, like, you're excited and you want to do everything right away with that person.
Yeah, but
spend some
time.
Things. Yeah. Enjoy time together.
Janelle Duong says, how did you guys maintain such a balanced relationship and stay together for so long? What do you hope Kylie will be like when she grows up?
2 questions in one.
So we kind of answered the previous one, like how do we stay in a balanced relationship? Just
don't spend 2,000% of your time
all
together.
Your time together. Have friends and have separate hobbies too.
Yeah.
But also have hobbies to do together, because we have a lot of things like wand making and like
wand making, watching anime, even playing some games together. We
playing
video games together. But also, because she has different friends than I do, I have different friends. We also have mutual friends. I hang out with my friends, and like she could be doing her hobby, or she could be going out with her friends and I'll be doing my hobby. So that way afterwards we can talk and hang out and be like, oh, how was your day? Instead of literally knowing and going to all of her outings with all of her friends, or she goes to all of my outings with all of my friends. Then we have nothing to talk about because we were all just there. We've experienced everything together. Not that that's a bad thing, but that's just not how we do it.
And then what do you hope Kylie will be like when she grows up?
I mean, Kylie's already a really great girl now.
Yeah,
as long as she's the way she is now.
Yeah, she's really smart and really...
she's really positive.
She's really positive and happy. So I hope that she can keep her positivity and optimism later in life. She's just a really happy kid, and no matter what she wants to do in life, that will always come in handy, being optimistic and always seeing the good in situations. Angeline says, what is the best gift you did to each other?
Did to each other? Probably given.
Give, yeah. We're okay.
We're a weird relationship.
Yeah,
we really are.
We
do give gifts.
We give gifts
randomly.
Yes,
and,
but it's not usually. It's usually like experiences or like going places, like trips and.
Yeah. I think one of the best things you've ever done for me is surprising me when I first was working on Mickey Mountain. You came out and you flew out there to surprise me.
Oh yeah.
That was a really sweet gift. But she also used to give me a bunch of like bow ties.
Yeah, I used to make bow ties for you. I don't anymore.
That's okay.
Just you taking me to Japan and Indonesia, that one.
Yeah, that was pretty fun.
That was amazing.
This is actually a really great question.
Yeah.
So Meganan asked us, how has dating someone from a different cultural background changed your view of the world? Well, we kind of touched on this earlier, but not so much. We are very, very different culturally, because not only am I Asian American, but I was also not born in America. I was born in a different country. I came out here with all of that backing from that culture, completely different from here. My viewpoint of the world has changed significantly, because I've realized that, and this goes out to not just you, but like when people talk about like white people nowadays, they always assume that everyone's racist. But from dating you, my view on Americans has changed drastically because I don't think white people are racist. I think sometimes people who grow up only in white communities may not be educated on different cultures, or be the most, I don't know, culturally experienced in that sense.
There's a lot of ignorance.
Yeah, but that's not exactly hatred or racism. So from dating her from a completely different cultural background, I realized that if you just talk and communicate to someone, a lot of the times you can get your point across without being angry, which is what a lot of, I feel like, ethnic people are doing, which is very warranted, but also just very different from, well, that's how I would have gone about it before we got in our relationship. But now that I've been in a relationship with you, I realize that you got to give people the benefit of the doubt with different cultures and stuff. You know,
yeah,
some people are just uneducated,
and a lot of people just don't have the same mindset on things, and that's okay. Like, not everybody is going to think the same way that you do, and we certainly don't think in the same way about a lot of things. But
we make it work through communication.
Yeah, I understand why you think that way, and I can't think of an example really, but my mind, because of how I was raised and because of like how my parents are and everything that's shaped me who I am, I think about this in a certain way. But somebody else like you or somebody else from a different cultural background could not have that same viewpoint, and nothing you say could ever make them understand that either, because it's just so deeply rooted. But at the same time, you have to understand that you're not right.
Yeah.
Like, both
no one is
people
right.
are right. Yeah?
Yeah. Then also I feel like us being together, we have experienced each other's cultures a lot more. So we've been a lot more open to everything in that aspect. I say dating someone outside of culture is pretty darn amazing.
Yeah, I think that...
Not that there's anything wrong with dating within your culture.
No, of course not. But I think, like when you're going to school, I think that you should seek out opportunities where you can make a friend with somebody of a different cultural background, because
you can learn a lot.
Don't shut yourself off to the idea of it. More like, don't
really
don't
learn a lot
spot a person that's different from you across the room and be like, hey, I'm gonna be your friend. That's obviously not.
That's more so racist,
right.
I guess.
But join different clubs that you wouldn't normally join, and like try different.
Meet new people. Be open to meeting.
Yeah, and be open to different
cultures and
and you will learn a lot about yourself as well, and you'll learn a lot of things that you never thought you would like, and you like.
The real James Ark asked us, has race ever played a role in your relationship, especially during the earlier stages, say bias or prejudice? And what words of encouragement can you give to other interracial couples out there?
I think he's saying, did it play a role in our relationship during the early stages? Like, did we see each other as a different race?
Oh, no, like, I don't think, not for me anyways.
No, I'm like, did I choose to be with you because you're Asian?
Oh, no. I mean, actually, she was the first Caucasian girl I've ever dated.
But you're the first Asian guy that I've ever been in a relationship as well.
But in other aspects, it has played a factor. Like, when I was younger and I used to walk Kylie around, like at parks and stuff, there were times where people just gave me the weirdest stares because I obviously am Asian and Kylie is obviously not Asian, and she was a young baby, and at that time she was prone to crying a lot, so people did give me a lot of weird stares for that.
Yeah, when you took her away from the park and she was crying and the guy came up to you.
A cop came up to me. What words of encouragement can you give to other interracial couples? That's also part of his question.
Yeah.
Overcome differences, understand, be willing to be open to their culture, their viewpoints.
Yeah, and I think, and also, there's a lot of outside stressors as well from being in an interracial relationship. Is like, a lot of people will assume a lot of things about you. They will assume that I have an Asian fetish.
They will assume that I have a white fetish.
Yeah, and you just kind of have to ignore it and be, you know,
but if
sure
you are
in a relationship.
But if you are in a relationship where you're only in it because they are white or they are Asian, then I would highly reconsider my viewpoints first. You know what I mean? Like, don't just date someone just because of their color, their skin.
Yeah.
IPHAON83 asked us, does Peter teach you Bahasa? I know you like Indonesian, Soro, and Indonesian man. See, that's what I mean. Like, we don't just date because I'm an Indonesian man.
So you probably like the language too. Oops.
Bethany didn't date me.
Do you teach me
Bahasa.
language?
Yeah. So Bethany didn't date me just because I'm Indonesian and she loves Indonesian culture.
I'm pretty sure I didn't even know you were Indonesian.
And to be honest, I'm not gonna lie, I don't think that anyone should date just because they are into that culture and pinpoint a person solely on that. But to answer your question, I have taught her a little bit of Bahasa, and it's kind of a strange thing to call it Bahasa.
Yeah.
Even though
that's
what
just
it's called.
Language? Like Bahasa is language.
Yes. I'm sure you're talking about Bahasa Indonesia, and I've taught her Indonesian language.
A little bit, like enough to know, like
when people
if
are talking
you say jamberapa or if they say bulet. Yeah, and
so I've taught her a little bit, but not fully.
Mari makan.
Yeah, to eat I don't know.
Terima kasih.
Yeah, just the basics.
Who's cooler, you or Pita?
So
cooler. I'm cooler.
I'm pretty much I mean, obviously, I'm really awkward. Yeah.
Yeah.
Brianna Loves asked us, where do you want to travel to that you haven't been to yet? Oh, so many places. She's been to Sweden, but I would love to go to Sweden.
Yeah. The Faroe Islands.
Faroe Islands. My main goal right now is Alaska. Alaska is my #1 place, and then Canada, Egypt, even South Africa. So many places. Australia. We haven't been to Taiwan. We would love to go to Korea.
Singapore.
I've been to Singapore. She would love to go to Singapore.
Yeah. Hong Kong.
I've been to Hong Kong.
I want to go.
Hong Kong.
India.
India, yeah. Oh, I would love to go to India. Let's see. Natalia Tanati asks us again, what changed in both of your lives at the beginning in your relationship and now? So much. First of all, I wasn't an actor when I first started dating her. I was in school for architecture. So I went from architect student almost, and I was also a junior drafter at a company. And now I am making videos on YouTube and acting. You were also in school.
I was in school, but I would still be going to school for the same thing. Like, I want to go back to school to finish that. I
think mainly the biggest difference for us is that we both got a lot mentally healthier and gotten more mentally mature as the time went on.
Well, yeah, but that's part of growing up too. Yeah,
true, good point.
We were very young when we got together, and now we're like adults, so it's weird.
Ross
Aline
asked us, I love you guys so much, I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
My question is, do you get jealous when one hangs out with a person of the opposite sex who is more of the jealous type?
I think I'm more of the jealous type.
Well, also, we've covered this, well, I've covered this before, at least in my video in Apartment 210, the difference between jealous and crazy. And I think we're both jealous people. Jealousy isn't...
My eye.
You're good, there's nothing there.
I know, but it itches.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, jealousy is not necessarily a bad thing, and we're both very jealous people.
Not very jealous.
I'd say we're jealous, but I'd say we're not crazy.
Yeah.
Like, if she gives me a reason to be jealous, I will be jealous. Like, if she is out hanging out with a guy, she didn't tell me about it, and she's hanging out one-on-one, they're in an intimate setting, of course I'd be jealous, you know?
Yeah, but we wouldn't give them
well, we wouldn't, first of all, we wouldn't give each other a reason. If we got jealous, it would be for a very justifiable reason. But we do get jealous from time to time, but it's very, like...
But we talk about it.
We'll talk about it, yeah. But I wouldn't say that you're more jealous than I am. I'd say it's a fair mix. I think we're both jealous people. We're just both rationally jealous.
Rational jealous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is not a bad thing. Honestly, like if you're ever with somebody and they make you feel crazy for being rationally jealous, you probably shouldn't be with that person. Because a person who loves you and should be with you should be trying to make you feel secure. That's just the truth of it. You shouldn't obviously limit them from hanging out with anyone else, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
That's it.
That's it. Dope. We finished. Thank you so much for asking us these questions so we can make this video for you. I hope that wasn't too long. I'm pretty sure it was. And thank you so much for supporting us.
Yeah, thank you.
And
this is the 600th vlog.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey!
So I hope
Happy 600th vlog!
I hope you guys enjoyed the 600th vlog. Sorry it's not like a dance party or anything, but
thank you for supporting us.
Yeah, thank you for supporting us. No. Alright, is
How
that
are we
my
gonna-
outro?
I don't know. How do you do your outros?
I say good night because it's the
Good
end of the-
night. Is that how it works?
No.
Oh, sorry.
Alright guys, I will see you tomorrow. Bye! Wait.
What? Still recording.